Chapter 454, Negative Emotions of Penelope Spectra. It starts with me looking up information on the computer. I'm typing on the computer and looking up info about some of the ghosts we destroyed, killed, or sent back to the ghost zone. Lincoln, what you looking up, JD? Me, some info on the ghosts we know. Lincoln, cool. What did it say about Technus? Me, let's see here. I look up his information and it was not pleasant. Me, whoa. Lincoln, what is it? Me, it says here that Nikolai Technus was once a power-hungry mad scientist that specialized in technology. He lived over in Canada. When the Canadian government got word about his insane experiments, they cut his funding and he was forced to flee. He did his experiments in secret. But that's not how he died. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police got word of his experiments again and they hunted him down like a wild animal and killed him. They buried him in an unmarked grave. But legends say that his experiments were so vile that not even hell would accept him. So his spirit roams free and he will now try to rule the world as a ghost. Lincoln, so Technus was the Orochimaru of technology and electronics. Me, that's right, and that's a good observation. Maria and Elida were talking to each other about their dreams they had. Elida, so you had a dream where you were reunited with your father? Maria, yep. It was awesome. We saw your dream and it was wicked. Elida, it was. Sonia, Rocky, and Kathy were still having trauma episodes from their splicing nightmare of Dr. Animo. Stewie, look, I know the perfect way you three can get over your trauma. Sonia, you do? Stewie, there's a new therapist that moved in a week ago. Kathy, a therapist? Perfect. That's just what we need. Stewie, of course. I heard some positive things about her. She'll be the best way to help you three forget about what happened while you were mutated. Rocky, thanks, Stewie. Now you just need to show us where she is. Stewie did so. They went to a building on the other side of the city. It was in an office building. But what they didn't know was that Stewie was taking them to the office of Danny's ghost enemy, Penelope Spectra. A ghost who feeds off of the negative emotions of people to maintain her youth. Her assistant Bertrand is a shapeshifter ghost that can assume any form of anything or anyone. Stewie took them to see Penelope Spectra and the office was really cold. He took a business card and the logo was her name with a ghost around it. Stewie came back and he was happy. Brian, hey Stewie. Stewie, oh hey Bree. Just recommended Sonia, Rocky, and Kathy to a psychologist known around town. Brian, okay. Me, who is that Stewie? Stewie, here. He handed me the business card and I read it. Me, Penelope Spectra, PhD psychologist. Danny heard that name and he gasped. Danny, Penelope Spectra? Me, sounds like you know her, Danny. Danny, she's one of my enemies. She's a ghost that feeds off of negative emotions to maintain her youth. Me, what? Stewie, you sent them into the lion's den. Stewie, I didn't know she was an evil ghost and one of Danny's enemies. Me, we have to know more about her. Let's see here. I go onto the computer and pull up the information on Penelope Spectra. It told us that she was once very prominent school child psychologist for Casper High that had produced some very good results in the school. She and her assistant Bertrand were very good at what they do. But what everyone didn't know was that they are sociopathic monsters and they are master manipulators. They may have tried to help out but they lied and drove kids and people to do the unthinkable. But then one of her patients she tried to help with went after them and killed them. Penelope Spectra and Bertrand now roam the world and feed on kids' negative emotions to sustain her youth, and Bertrand is a shape-shifting blob of slime. Me, so she feeds off of negative emotions to stay young, hui? Well, if she wants youth she's not gonna get it. Me, Barry, Rachel, Ben, the Redemption Squad and Team Phantom set out to go after Penelope Spectra. We arrived at the building they were at and it was a building in the shape of a giant tuning fork. We were about to go in, but we were stopped by an electric barrier. Me, ow. What the? I touched the barrier and it was a lightning barrier. Me, it's an electromagnetic barrier. It will prevent anyone from getting in. Ben, let me help stop it. Ben became gray matter. Ben, gray matter. Me, a Galvin. Go for it, Ben. Gray matter went into the building and into a room outside Spectra's office and found the controls for the barrier. Gray matter, aha. He pulled a cord out and turned it off. Gray matter, the barrier's down, JD. Me, good work, Ben. We go into the building through the roof. Sonia, Rocky, and Kathy had just finished becoming monsters again. Bertrand, well, I certainly didn't expect that to happen. Spectra, interesting. When I used my powers on those three, it must have activated dormant traces of Onimo's mutating formula in their bodies. In the building we were looking for them. Danny, now, if I were a shape-shifting ghost, where would I be? Unknown to the heroes, Bertrand was behind them as a tiger. Bertrand, behind you. Bertrand pounced on Danny. Bertrand, me? I'd end it now. But Penelope's the boss. And she wants to torment you. Which I respect. Me, he's a tiger. I kick him off and Bertrand became a ninja. Me, you are one disgusting blob of puke. Bertrand, sticks and stones, JD. I can beat you all with my jelly hands tied. Me, that can be arranged. Maria and Killer Frost fired a stream of water and ice at Bertrand and it turned into a shower of razor-sharp icicles. Maria and Killer Frost, icicle blizzard evisceration. They froze Bertram into a block of ice and he shattered into 1,000 pieces. Danny, that was intense. Suddenly Sonia, Kathy, and Rocky bursted through the wall and they were in their monster forms. Me, oh man. Spectra must have reactivated their transformations somehow. Lincoln, we have to stop them. Lainey, and we will. Elena, let's use our combo Zian. Zian, you got it. Elena fired a blast of lightning and Zian fired multiple streams of light from her keyblade. Elena and Zian, lightning light circus. The lightning light beams hit Rocky and knocked her out. Venom was fighting Kathy. Venom, fighting Kathy, great. We've already made peace with Spider-Man. But now we have to deal with another spider problem. Me, it's preposterous. Venom, Flint, let's use our combo. Sandman, you got it, Venom. Sandman fired a blast of sand and Venom fired black webbing at Kathy. Sandman and Venom, web sand bind. The black web coated in sand tied Kathy up. Riku, Lee, let's try our combo. Lee, you got it, Riku. Lee fired a blast of fire and Riku fired a blast of darkness and they became a shower of black fireballs. Riku and Lee, darkness firestorm shower. The black fireballs hit Sonia and knocked her out. I snapped my fingers and knocked them out. Me, they're knocked out and they'll be turning back to normal in a few minutes. Sam M, let's get Spectra. Tucker, I'll get towels for them. Me, good idea, Tucker. He did so and we went after Spectra. Maria picked up the blocks of Bertrand ice and put them in a cooler. We busted into Spectra's office. Danny, Penelope, Spectra. Penelope, Spectra, nice to see you again, Danny. Me, you are never going to terrify kids again. Spectra then became her true form. She was a black ghost and she had a black flame tail and red eyes. Me, you are a freak. Stewie, let's blast her. We did so and we weakened her. Rubber Band Man, William, let's use our combo. William, oh you know it. William fired a blast of wind as Rubber Band Man formed a knife fist and the wind became glowing green blades. William and Rubber Band Man, Razor Rubber Slicer. They sliced her up and weakened her. Sam pulled out the Fenton Peeler and fired a blast at her that left her really old. Me, that did it. Arpeggio, British accent, let's use our combo on her. Stewie, you got it. Arpeggio. Arpeggio fired a volley of feathers at Spectra and Stewie fired numerous laser blasts and they energized the feathers. Stewie and Arpeggio, laser feather cascade. They hit Spectra all over and severely wounded her. Nicole then appeared. Nicole, you will never poison kids' minds with your sick ways again. Spectra. Chance an incantation, Aldruon in Linthranal Vasalun Lyris Nor. Spectra went into the book of vile darkness for all eternity. Me, nice job guys. We cheered wildly. Rocky, Sonia, and Kathy woke up and were all wearing towels that Tucker found in Spectra's office. Sonia holds her head in pain. I don't believe it. We can finally control our transformations. Kathy flexes her fingers. It's going to be really weird. Thought. Rocky tries not to fall. I hope no perverts try to peek at us when we're heading back to the estate. 3 bathrobes were thrown onto the floor and they saw Maria standing in the door frame. Maria will explain everything back at the estate. Back at the estate we explained everything and Sonia, Kathy, and Rocky were shocked. Sonia, so Spectra was poisoning our minds with lies? Maria, yeah. We'll train you in how to use your new abilities. Rocky, thanks Maria. Kathy, we would like that. Sonia, Maria, what happened to Rupert Thorne? Maria, we threw him in prison forever. Sonia, he's in jail? Maria, yep. He's in a super maximum security prison. Sonia, which one? Maria pointed up and they looked up and saw that Maria was pointing at the moon. Sonia, on the moon? Maria, yep. He's in prison forever on the moon where he will stay forever. Sonia was shocked. Rocky, Sonia's father was killed by Rupert Thorne and she wanted to get revenge on him. Maria, well it looks like I beat you to the punch. But if he escapes he'll die from suffocating in the endless vacuum of space. Sonia broke down crying and she was saying over and over, we got him dead. Maria, he got what was coming to him. Me and Davis were having a talk. Me, Davis, after Ken was killed, what happened to his partner Digimon, Worman? Davis, Worman now lives with Izzy. He was distraught that Ken's gone but he's now accepted it. Me, well that's a relief. Either way we had a great adventure. Manafi found the ice cubes that had Bertrand in them in the freezer and she ate them. He screamed when he knew that he was a goner. The end. Another fanfiction complete. Penelope Spectra was a strange one on Danny Phantom. Her assistant Bertrand was weird too. Next up is a chapter for the evil circus ringleader freak show. I hate that guy. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks for that, man. As usual. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.